Says.
Answers, I see. Good. Okay. Elknur. I will update usually, for every 5 chapters, I provide answers. If you are practicing and checking the answers, that's really good. That is how we study math, because I cannot just follow every question you solve. That's impossible, right? To improve your math, you have to practice as many questions as possible. And that's why you have to practice, solve it, and compare your answer with the answer in the book, okay, in the paper that I provide. And after the check
Yes.
this, if everything is okay, that's good. Continue. Move to the next question. If your answer is different from the answer in the book, then actually you should bring those questions to the class and say, Mr. Qasim, I solved this question, but my answer is different from the answer in the book. So we have to discuss this kind of questions. Usually, those type of questions are word problems. Like if it is equation or simplified algebra equation, students do not make much mistake. Actually, how about word problems? Even if you do not understand the problem, right, you'll not get the right answer. That's good, guys. If you are ready, then let's continue. Today we have class, as you know, also on Thursday, but Thursday is the last day of this year 2020, and that's why we are going to cancel Thursday's class. Okay, so after today's meeting, we will meet again next Monday. And also I will send a message also here. I'm just reminding you guys, if we're talking about perimeter and area of very simple geometric shapes, and we did already a few examples, and we were solving questions in review questions. I mean, we just started. Last time we did 2 examples, so we will continue. How we are going to solve today, okay? After we finish maybe chapter 8 and 9 and 10, again we will do some revision, all right? And also we will actually start solving SASMO type questions maybe after the mid January. Okay, Ilknur, is it clear? Celine, are you there? How are you?
Good.
Good. Celine, you're on holiday right now.
Yes, but for the week.
Good. Are you enjoying your holiday? What are you doing these days? Just having rest, or so you are studying?
Um, I'm just having rest.
Good. Good. Celine, can you go out these days, like for shopping or something?
No,
So you have to
because we
stay
have
home the
like,
whole day.
yes, just for 3 hours we can go outside, like with SMS. I don't know. Like we need to send a message and then go out, and the policeman can check like for the message.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Kind of like.
Good. Guys, then let's continue. Uh, if everything is okay, Salim, very good. Actually, if you have a holiday, it's a good opportunity for you to go deeper in math. And Salim, from the beginning of this class, I have been telling you that first we have to cover some topics. That's what you're doing here. I'm just waiting maybe 2 more topics. After this area and perimeter, we are going to talk about volume and surface area. And after that, again, chapter 10, one of the most important chapter, is about ratio, rate, and speed. And after that, maybe like 2 3 weeks, we will do some revision. And after that, we will start solving SASMO questions. Okay. Of course, for SASMO, if you are interested, you should try. If you're not interested, just follow my class and practice the questions that I share with you. Okay. Good, guys. Let's continue then. Let me just do a few questions. After that, again, I will ask you the question and give you some time. You will try, okay? If possible, I mean, keep a piece of paper on your desk with pen or calculator. Anyway, review questions. Actually, this is not review questions 4. That is review questions 8, because we are in chapter 8 now. Okay. So review questions 8. As you know, each chapter we have some topics, so it says sub chapters. At the end of each chapter, we have review questions, and these are mixed questions. Can you bring some tea, please? So in this question, triangle APQ. As you see here, triangle APQ is enclosed within the rectangle ABCD. So that means that this actually will just enclose the triangle by this rectangle. as shown in the figure below. Calculate the area of triangle APQ. Okay, Stalin, let's start with you. Actually, we did a lot of examples, several examples like this. Just tell me the idea. How are we going to find the area of this triangle APQ? And let me just shade this. Yes, Selin. As if we have a rectangle, right? And to find the area of the shaded region, we need to cut off these corners of the rectangle. The first corner is, let's say this A sub 1, the area. The second one is A sub 2. And third one is A sub 3. Then what is the area of the shaded region, or let's say the area of APQ, triangle APQ? That is equal to the area of the rectangle, right? That's equal to 12 times, and the width of the rectangle is 9, because 3 plus 6, that's equal to 9. Minus, we have to subtract the area of A1 plus A2 plus A3, right? That is how we are going to find this. So that is equal to, that's equal to 12 times 9 is 108, minus, what is A1? It's a rectangle, right? So this, actually, these are perpendicular to each other. The area is equal to 1 over 2 times 4 times 6. Plus, how about the area of this A2, that is triangle ABP, right? And we know that the length of the rectangle is 12. So 12 minus 4,
8.
the remaining part is 8.
8.
And we know that the AB, that's equal to the
9.
width of this rectangle, that's equal to 9.
9.
So here we have 1 over 2 times 8 times 9. And the last one is A sub 3. So again, it's a rectangle. That's why we have here 1 over 2 times 12 times 3. That's it. So here the technique or method is, as you see here from this figure, we can see that to find the area of the shaded region, originally we had a rectangle. We're just cutting off 3 corners, right? 3 corners, yes, 3 corners, 3 corners of this shape, and after that we'll just get that triangle, and the rest is just calculation. Here we have 108 minus, here the first one is, what is it? 1 over 2 times 4 is 2, 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 over 2 times 8 is 4, 4 times 9 is 36, plus 1 over 2 times 12 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18. And if you just simplify this, first, how do we add this? Usually students start adding from the first one to the second one, and the sum to the third one. But here, before we start adding this, we should just have a look. All right, at the first glance, do you have something different idea to add this? What is a faster way of adding these numbers? Maybe it's simple, of course, but when we are talking about the big numbers, this idea plays very, very important role. As you see here, if I add first this one to this, we get 12 plus 18 is 30, right? Then after that, adding 30 to 36 is much, much faster than adding 12 to 36. And after that, adding the sum to 18. Anyway, 12 plus 18 is 30. 30 plus 36 is 66. So here we have 108 minus 66, which is equal to 42. Dot, dot, dot. The area of the triangle is 42 cm squared. Ibrahim, is everything okay?
Yes.
Good. Soon I will ask a similar question to you, Ibrahim. Okay.
But today my internet is very fast. When you
Say again, Ibrahim, I couldn't hear you.
Can we go back to the last question? I'm writing it.
Yes,
The
yes,
answer.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What's wrong here? Is something wrong?
No, I'm just writing the solution.
Ignore, you don't have to write a solution here. I will just save it and I can share with you.
Okay.
Okay, Yukta, now if you just need it, just let me know. I can save it as PDF, all right? And I can share this in the group.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't have to take it on now. Here, just focus on the class. Try to understand and try to get some idea how we are thinking to solve these questions, okay?
All right.
Good, thank you. Let's continue. Another question here. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle again of is a rectangle of length 8 centimeters. All right, and breadth 6 centimeters. Okay, if BP is equal to CP, as you see here in the picture, BP is equal to CP, right? And calculate the area of the trapezium ABPQ, where AQC is a diagonal of the rectangle. So again, here we are talking about this trapezium, right? That is a shaded region. So ABPQ, it is a trapezium. We know the trapezium is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel sides. So how do we calculate this? To do this one, okay. To do this one here, Ilknur, can you tell me the idea? How do we find this area?
First, we found the area of the square, the rectangular. Then we divide it by 2.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And then I don't
Then
know the rest.
okay, here we know that if I just include also this unshaded part, as you see here, the dashed line, right? It just gives us the area of, what is it? The triangle. So what is number one is, what is the area of ABC, right? Triangle ABC. The triangle ABC is AB times BC over 2. And that's equal to 1 over 2 times, it is 8 times 6, that's equal to 4, 24 cm squared. Okay. Now from this area, if I just subtract the area of QPC, we will get the area of the trapezium. So number 2 is the area of the trapezium. What is it? ABPQ. ABPQ is equal to the area of triangle ABC, ABC minus the area of the small triangle. What is it? That is QPC, right? As you see here, the big triangle minus the small triangle, it gives us this. Now, as you see here, it says that the CP is equal to PB. What does it mean? It means that if this point is point P is the midpoint of CB, and that line is parallel to this line, and also Q must be the midpoint of AC, right? As you see here, AC. So also Q must be the midpoint of AC. Okay. So if I know that, then I can just find the area of triangle QPC. Now from this observation, what is the length of QP? It is just half of this triangle, right? That's equal to 4, because DC is equal to 8, half of 8 is equal to 4, okay? Then how about the length of CP? Since DA is equal to 6, PC must be half of 6, that's equal to 3. So equals triangle of ABC, we have just found in step one, that's equal to 24 minus triangle area of triangle QPC, that's equal to 1 over 2 times 4 times 3, which is equal to 24. It is 2 times 6, that's equal to 18 cm squared. So dot, the area of the trapezium is equal to 18 cm squared. Okay. Adilhan, any question?
No.
Is it clear, Adilhan? Did you understand everything? 100%.
Yes. Yes.
Good. I mean, if you understood, good. If you didn't understand this step, guys, just let me know. I will explain again. Yes. I don't know why.
Nothing.
I need to. I forgot this one. Okay. All right. Celine, can you read question 3, please?
A piece of wire 48 centimeters long is bent to form a rectangle whose length is twice as its width. Calculate its area.
Okay, very simple question. We are talking about a piece of wire. Let's say that's our piece of wire. It doesn't have to be straight, right? And we just flatten this, right, and straighten this, and after that we form a rectangle. Let's say that is our rectangle using this wire. And what is the length of this piece of wire? It says 48 centimeters. So our piece of wire is 48 centimeters. I don't want to use, it's red. And it says that it is bent to form a rectangle whose length is twice its width. Do we know its width? We don't know. Let's say it is W and W. And what is its length? Its length is 2W, right? It said twice its width. Okay. And now from here, first it says calculate its area. To calculate its area, we need to know the value of W, right? Otherwise, we cannot calculate its area. So number one, let's find the value of W. How can we find this? Since this perimeter is given, right? Because we are just using this piece of wire to make this rectangle. So this perimeter of this rectangle, we know that that's equal to 2 times length plus width. That is, what is perimeter? Perimeter is the length of the boundary, right? And what is the boundary of this rectangle? As you see here, this red line is the boundary of this rectangle. So from here, 2 times, what is length? It is 2W. Plus, and width is just W. If you simplify this, here we have 3W times 2, that's equal to 6W. And we know that that's equal to 48, right? And from here, what is W? W equals 48 over 6, that's equal to 8. So now from here, the length of this rectangle is 2W, that's equal to 16. And how about W is equal to 8? Okay. Now we can answer our question. Then the area of this rectangle is equal to length times width. Length is equal to 16. Width is equal to 8. That's equal to 48 times 80. That's equal to 128 cm squared. Okay, Celine, is it clear?
Yes.
Is it too easy or it's fine? Or difficult?
Fine.
Okay, soon I will ask you more difficult questions. Okay. All right. Guys, next question is, oops. Yeah, I think I forgot to change the design. That's why the question is to the right. Okay. Mr. Ibrahim, if you are there, can you read this question?
Yes, of course. The length of rectangle is 4 cm longer than its width, and its perimeter is 44 centimeter. And find the length and area of the rectangle.
Okay, guys, this kind of questions, after practicing a few questions, it must be a piece of cake for you. So this longer, shorter, axes, right? The sum of the squares, the sum of the length and width, these are just mathematical words. So it must be piece of cake after practicing a few questions. Again, here again, this question is about the rectangle. Let's draw our rectangle. That is our rectangle. Okay. So it says that the length of a rectangle is 4 centimeters longer than its width. So let's say its width is X, or not X, since we're talking about width, let's say it is W. So its width is W, also this one is W. So the length is 4 centimeters longer than its width. So its length should be W plus 4 and W plus 4, right? And it says that its perimeter is 44 centimeters. And what is the perimeter? Perimeter is 2 times length plus width is equal to 44. And immediately I can just simplify like this. 2 times what is length? It is W plus 4 and W, right? And how about 44? I can write it as 2 times 22, right? On the left hand side, we have 2 times something. On the right hand side, we have 2 times something. So we are claiming that these two things are equal for what value of W? So number one, if I just divide both sides by 2 and simplify this algebraic expression, W plus W, that's equal to 2W plus 4. On the right hand side, we have 22, right? We have just simple linear equation. So if you just solve this, here we have 2W equals 22 minus 4, that's equal to 18. Now divide both sides by 2, we get 9, right? So here the question is, what is the length and area of the rectangle? First, number 2, we have to find the length. What is the length? Length is W plus 4. And we know the value of W, that's equal to 9. Here we have 9 plus 4, that's equal to 13 cm. So now I know the length, I know the width, so also we can find the area. And what is the area of this rectangle? That is length times width. And what is the length? We have just found here, that is 13. And how about width? That's equal to 9. That's equal to 90 times 27. That's equal to 117 cm squared. So dot, dot, dot, length of this rectangle is 13 cm. And the area of this rectangle is 117 cm squared. Okay?
Yes.
Good. Very good. Another question. Let's also solve this. And after that, I will give you a 3-minute break. Okay? After 3 minutes, we'll continue. Here we have new students. Nigar, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, Nigar, welcome. Nigar, we are having this class. You just joined, I think. Okay, here we are solving problems related to perimeter and area of simple geometric figures. Okay, so Nigar, are you studying in grade 7 right now?
Yes.
What school?
Back Oxford School.
Okay, good. Ibrahim, Adilhan, do you know Nigar? Or Nigar, do you know Ibrahim and Adilhan? Guys, do you know each other or not?
I think I know Celine.
Okay. Good. You think. If you think you know, that means you don't know Nigar. If you know, you know, right? If you don't know, you don't know. It's not like maybe or maybe not. Okay, another answer. Let's see. I know, I think 7D. Okay.
Yes,
Good.
I am from 7D.
Okay, good. Welcome, Nigar. So now we are solving questions related to area and perimeter. Okay, we have almost finished this chapter. After that, we will do some revision, and we will continue next Monday. Okay, because Thursday is the last day of 2020. You should stay that time, important moments with your family members. So we are going to cancel that class, Thursday class. We will meet next Monday. Okay, Nigar, actually, we have a group in WhatsApp. Okay, I share all the materials through that WhatsApp. You have to add my name and say, hi, Nigar, I am grade 7. I will add you to this group. Okay, Nigar?
Okay.
Okay, immediately I can just put my number here, Nigar, then it'll continue. Here we have plus 855-9598-2881. That's my WhatsApp number, Nigar. My name is Mr. Qasim. So a rectangular driveway, 12 meters long and 4.5 meters wide, is to be covered by similar square tiles of side 25 centimeters each. Find the number of tiles needed to cover the driveway. Okay, so we have a rectangular driveway, 12 meters long and 4.5 meters wide. Is to be covered by similar square tiles of side 25 centimeters. Find the number of tiles needed to cover the driveway. So anyway, we are talking about this kind of driveway. Okay, that's a bit long here. Actually, it is rectangular shape. So it says that the length is 12 meters, right? And width is 4.5 meters. So we are going to cover this with square tiles, right? Here we have a square tiles, the small square tiles. So actually the length is 25 centimeters and it's 25 centimeters. What is the area of one tile? So one square area is, actually here it is in meters. Let me just change and convert them into meters immediately. 25 centimeters equals 0.25 meters, right? So the area of the square is 0.25 squared meter squared, right? So how do you calculate this? 0.25 squared, that's equal to 6.25 meters squared. Is it? No, it's 25, it is 100, so that is 0.625 meters squared. So that is the area of one tile. So actually we are going to cover this with a lot of tiles, right? Here we have a lot of tiles. And anyway, it continues, right? And the question is, how many tiles do we need to cover the whole driveway here? And suppose that we need n tiles, okay? Suppose that with n tiles, we can cover the whole surface here. So what is the area of one tile? It is 0.625, right? So here we have n tiles. The sum of these n tiles, n times 0.625, it should be equal to the area of this driveway. That's equal to 4.5 times 12, right? Now from here, how can I find n? N is the total surface area, right? Is divided by one single area, the area of one tile. So that's equal to 12 times 4.5, 4 times 12, it is 48. 0.5 times 12, that is 6. So 48 plus 6, that's equal to 54. Over, and how about the 0.65? We know that actually 0.25 squared, also I can calculate this in this way, right? 0.25, that's equal to 1 over 4 squared. And that's equal to 1 over 16. So here, that's equal to 1 over 16. That's 0.625, that's equal to 1 over 16. That's equal to 54 times 16, right? And that's equal to 16 times 54 times 16, that's equal to 864. 864 tiles. So that means that if you are covering this surface with a tile whose dimensions are, or whose length is 25 centimeters, then you need to buy 64 such tiles to cover the whole surface exactly. Okay, Adilhan?
Okay.
Good. Well, let's see what we have. That's the last question. I mean, after that, we'll have break for 3 minutes, okay? And after that, we'll continue. Nigar, can you read question 6 for us?
Yes. Question 6. The area of a trapezium is 36 centimeters square, and the perpendicular distance between its parallel sides is 6 centimeters. If the lengths of these parallel sides are x centimeters and y centimeters, find the value of x plus y. Give further that x is twice as big as y. Find the values of x and y.
All right, find the values of x and y. All right, so since here we are talking about the trapezium, right? Let me just draw a trapezium immediately. Okay. Okay, So let me just draw a trapezium. Here we are talking about some kind of trapezium. Okay, that's my trapezium. It says that the area is 36. Okay, let's say this one is A, this one is B, this one is C, this one is D. So the area of this trapezium A, B, C, D is equal to, now I'm going to write this. It says that the distance between its parallel sides is 6 centimeters. When we just say distance, we mean height, right? The shortest distance. Otherwise, infinitely many distances. When we just say distance, we mean the shortest distance. So we are talking about this height, right? From here to here, right? The shortest distance. It says that's equal to 6 centimeters. Let's say all units are in centimeters. That's why I'm going to write centimeter for each number. Anyway, it says that if the length of these parallel sides are X centimeters and Y centimeters, right? Let's say this one is X and this one is Y, right? How do you find actually the area of the trapezium? We know that that's just equal to 1/2 times the sum of the parallel sides, that is X plus Y, times the height, right? Or half the sum of the parallel sides multiplied by height. That gives us the area of this trapezium. So it says that that's equal to 36. What is the question? Find the value of X plus Y. So from here, we need to find the value of X plus Y. Do we know the value of H? We know that, right? That's equal to 6. And we know that A times B is equal to B times A. I can just interchange the places of X plus Y and H. So I can just write it as 1/2 times. What is H? H is equal to 6. And here we have X plus Y. On the right-hand side, we have 36. And 1/2 times 6, that's equal to 3. And if you divide both sides by 3, I get the value of X plus Y. What is it? It is 36 over 3. That's equal to 12. So dot, dot, dot, the value of X plus Y is equal to 12. That is our first step. I mean, first part of this question. Now, further is that, how about if X is twice as big as Y? X is twice as big as Y means that X is equal to 2 times Y. Find the values of X and Y. So since we have the relationship, right, we know that how X and Y are connected to each other. X and Y are related to each other. They are related to each other by this equation. So if I substitute here, X plus Y is equal to 12. And what is X? X equals 2Y. And here we have Y is equal to 12, right? Let me draw a line and continue from here. From here, 3y equals 12 and y is equal to 4. If y equals 4 and substitute here into this equation, we will get x. What is x? X is 2 times y, that's equal to 8. So dot, dot, dot, x equals 8, y is equal to 4. Okay, guys, let's have some rest. 3 minutes, okay, exactly 3 minutes. Have some rest, drink some water, or just stretch out, and after that we will continue. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Ilknur, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
Very good. Yes, let's continue. Maybe 15, 16 more minutes. And let's try to finish this. Ilknur, can you read this question quickly?
A bucket of water is brought up from a well 9.68 meter deep by a rope which winds round a drum 22 centimeter in diameter. How many turns of the handle are required to bring up a bucket from the bottom of the well?
Okay. That's also a very simple question, right? Usually, maybe in the past, these days, I don't know, you see this or not. And we have a kind of well here, okay, deep well. And in some villages, maybe people, they need to take water out of this well. So it's very deep. So usually they just put a bucket here, right? Here we have a bucket, right? And the bucket is, what is this? Here we have something like this. So as you just turn this, right, this one is the handle, and you just turn this, you can just bring this down, right? And here we have water, just fill this water, and I actually pull this up again, and you can get water like this. All right. So that is a kind of well. So it says that a bucket of water is brought up from a well, 9.68 meters deep. So the height, or let's say the depth of this well is 9.68 meters. Okay. And by a rope which winds around a drum 22 centimeters. Actually here we have a drum. This one is a kind of drum. Okay, here we have a drum. And here around this we have a rope, right? As you just spin this, turn this, actually the rope winds around this drum, right? The bucket comes up, right? If you just turn this in opposite direction, right? You're just losing this rope and it's just moving down, right? Gets to the bottom of this well. Anyway, I think if you understand this, if it's not clear, maybe next time I'll try to put picture here. Just write Google the bucket problem. That's a very famous problem. Okay, in a lot of books actually they put this question. Here it says that here the diameter of this drum, right? We're talking about this drum. Let me just zoom in, okay, enlarge this and draw our drum here. We are talking about this drum, okay, and this drum, okay, and around this we have ropes here, and here we have something here. So you have to just turn this one. And what is the diameter of this drum? As you see here, it is circular, right? It's like a pipe. So the diameter of this drum is 22 centimeters. And here, be careful, here it's given in meters and this one is in centimeters. So immediately I can just change this into centimeters or this meters into centimeters. All right. So if you just make one complete turn, actually, if you just turn this completely, right, 360 degrees, what is the length of the rope that is wound actually around this drum? That is equal to the circumference of this circle, right? Because this one is a circle, right? So the circumference is equal to, we know that pi times d, and the pi, let me just take it as 22 over 7, okay? Because we know the pi is approximately equal to 22 over 7, which is also equal to 3.14 something. And the d, how about the diameter, is 22. So that's equal to 22, right? So from here, that's equal to 22 squared over 7. I can calculate this later or maybe now. What is 22 squared? I think is equal to 484. 484 over 7. That is, when you just make one turn, right? This much rope will be wound around the drum, okay? So what is the depth? It's 6.68, right? So number one. Number two is the depth is 9.68 meters, which is equal to 968 centimeters, right? So again, it's just very similar to the question that we just solved about covering a surface with tiles, right? With identical tiles. But here we are talking about the length. And suppose that actually we need to just turn the handle of this drum n times. Let's say n times. And each time, right, when we just turn this one time, how much of the rope is wound about this drum? That is this much. That is C, right? So that is 484 over 7 centimeters. And what is the depth of the well? That is 968 centimeters. Okay, that is just, what is it? The circumference of this circle. So from here, what is n? N equals 968 is divided by 484 over 7, which means that the 7 goes up, right? It is 7 times 968 over 484, and which is equal to, you can just use a calculator and divide this, or with long division, you can do this if you are sitting in Math Olympiad. That is 968 is divided by 484. That's equal to 14. So that's exactly equal to 14. That means that when you just turn the handle of the drum 14 times, right, the bucket will come out completely. It will be just at the mouth of the well. Nigar, did you understand the solution?
Yes.
Nigar, how old are you? 12 or 13?
13.
13. So next year you will be 14.
Yes.
Good. When is your birthday?
18th of December.
18th of December.
Yes, 18th of December, yes.
Oh, so did you celebrate your birthday like 10 days ago?
Yes.
Good. I see. Okay, guys, if there's no questions, everything's clear. Celine, is everything clear?
Yes.
Good. Happy late birthday from Celine to Nigar.
My birthday is today.
Yeah, at the end of this class, we can sing a birthday song for Nigar.
Mine is today.
Huh?
Mine is today. My birthday is today.
Mine is today. Who are you?
İlknur.
İlknur, your birthday is today.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Happy birthday to you, 28th of December. What a special day. Why didn't you wait
Thank you.
just 3 more days? It will be on the 31st of December. No, double. Every day you will have a special birthday. Okay, İlknur, good. Congratulations. If I were here, maybe I would buy some present for you or buy some cake. You know, my wife is a professional, what is it, baker. Her cakes are much, much better than even 5-star hotels. And usually for my students, sometimes if I ask her to bake it and take to the university and celebrate students, of course, not by one, and just tell them, okay, in December, how many students are born? They just raise their hands, let's say 5, 6. And I just say your names on the cake and bring the big cake and they celebrate together at the university. Okay, guys, good. And hopefully one day we will meet. If you come to these regions, to Singapore or Malaysia, hopefully we will meet. Let's continue. Another question. Ibrahim, your turn. Read the question.
Yes.
I like, but also
A racing track is a circular ring with inner diameter 140 meters and track
meters.
7 meters.
140 meters.
Yes, meters. And with how much farther does the motors on the outside rim travel when he goes around the circuit once, then another who goes around the circuit and on the inside rim. My screen is very bad. Just when I reading very bad.
Okay. Guys, let's solve this together. Again, we are talking about a kind of circular ring, right? A circular ring. What is it? It's a racing track. That's actually circular. So we are talking about the circular ring. It's a huge, right? Here, the first one, the inner one. And we have another one, big one, right? And here on this one, Ibrahim is walking, let's say. And here, Al Akbar is walking, or maybe riding a motorbike. All right. As you see here, this is the center of the circle, right? And it says that a racing track is a circular ring with inner diameter 140 meters. So inner diameter is, we are talking about this, right? This one is inner diameter. That is 140 meters. That means that this radius is 70 meters. And it says that track 7 meters wide. So the width of this track is, let me just write here, the width of the track is 7 meters wide. Okay, so that means that this circle is, what is it? The radius of the big one is 77 meters. Okay, anyway, what is the question here? How much further does a motorist on the outside rim travel when he goes around the circuit once, then another who goes around the circuit on the inside rim? Okay, so here, as you see, if you just take actual one turn, right, complete turn, this, who is he? I think Al-Akbar, right? The small guys, Al-Akbar in the inner rim. So Al-Akbar is running around the small circle, right? One completes actually running around the circle, and for Adilhan, right, or Ibrahim running the big circle, the distance covered by these two guys will be different, right? Because walk on the big circle, that means that you are covering longer distance than the other guy. So that means that simply one hit, how much further, right? How much further? That means that just suppose that this guy's distance is C1 and this guy's distance travel is C2, because how actually to find the distance traveled by these guys, we need to find the circumference of these circles, right? Because it says a circle. So what is C1? C1 is equal to 2 pi capital R. That's equal to 2 times pi times, what is capital R? Capital R is 77 meters. That's the radius of the big circle. So here we have 77 meters. That's equal to 154 pi meters. And how about C2, the distance traveled by Al-Akbar? Let's say it is 2 pi lowercase r. What is lowercase r? It is just 70, right? So that is 2 times pi times 70. That's equal to 140 pi meters, right? So here, simply they're asking the question, what is the difference between the distances they traveled? So this difference is, let's say this d, that's equal to C1 minus C2, that's equal to 154 pi minus 140 pi, which is equal to 14 pi. And how about if I just take here pi as 22 over 7? At the time, the distance will be 14 times 22 over 7. That's equal to 44 meters. Dot, dot, dot. The answer is 44 meters. That means that how much further does a motorist on the outside rim travel? He travels 44 meters more than the motorist who is traveling around the smaller circular racing track. Okay, Ibrahim, Adilhan, is that understood?
Okay.
Yes.
I hope so. Okay, after a few days, you will have progress tests again. All right, how many questions we have? 9, 10, 11. Okay, 3 more questions, guys, and I'll try to finish. Oh, it's 9:57. Okay, guys, that's our last question. Okay, then after that, I will finish and we'll continue next week. The diagram shows 3 semicircles. Okay, as you see here, calculate the perimeter and area of the shaded region. Okay, let me correct this immediately. It's not A, it's area. Calculate the perimeter and area of the shaded region. Last time we did a similar example, right? Let me just start with the perimeter. It says 28 centimeters, right? So these smaller circles, actually, let's say diameter is D1, right? And also this one diameter is also D1. What is it? It's just equal to 14 cm. That's just equal to 14 cm. To find the perimeter, right? What is the perimeter? I need to find the length of this big one, right? And just coming from here, plus continue from here, this one, and plus this one, right? Because these are the ones, I mean, these are the lines which is enclosing the shaded region, right? To find this one, we know that what is the area of the semicircle, right? If you just find this, let's say let's say this one is R, diameter is D. What is the circumference of the semicircle? I mean, the perimeter of the semicircle, not perimeter, let's say the length of the semicircle. That's just equal to 1 over 2 times 2 pi R, which is equal to simply pi times R. So here, the first part is the big one, that is pi times big R. What is the radius of the big circle? That's 14. Plus the small one, they are exactly the same, right? If you just combine this semicircle to another one, they become one circle. So that's just equal to, also I can just write like this. It is pi times 7 plus pi times 7. Because 1 like the pi times 7, which is equal to 7 plus 7, 14. That's equal to 28 pi. Again, let's say in this question, again, take pi as 22 over 7. At the time, it will be 28 times 22 over 7. So here we have 88 centimeters. So the perimeter of the shaded region is 88 centimeters. And how about the second part? We should find the area. How do you find the area? Area of the big semicircle, right? Area of the shaded region equals the area of the big semicircle, that is 1 over 2 times pi times r squared. And what is half of 28? That is 14. 14 squared. Minus, again, guys, this blue shaded region, right? If you just combine them together, it's just one circle. So instead of finding this half circle, and add them, again, it just gives us the area of one circle. So that's equal to pi times, what is the radius of this small circle? It is half of the diameter, that is 7. So here we have 7 squared. So from here, take this pi out, and here 14 squared. So here we have 196 over 2 minus 49, which is equal to 196 is divided by 2. It is 98. 98 minus 49, that is 49 times pi. Again, if you just take pi as 22 over 7, that is 49 times 22 over 7, 7 times 2, which is equal to 140, 154 cm squared. Okay. Nigar, Ibrahim, Adilhan, Iknur, and also here we
Yes.
have who? Salin Al-Akbar. Okay, guys. Good to see you again. That's all for this. We will do a few revision questions next time, okay? And after that, if everything is okay, if you don't have questions, then we will start another chapter. That's about surface area and volume. And once again, as I told you, 31st of December and 1st of January, we will not have classes. Actually, this is what I heard from Mr. Adalat, because the last day and the first day of New Year. So I will meet you next Monday. Okay, guys, if you have time, try to practice and finish all the questions. And guys, if you want to study more and seriously, okay, if you want to have some more challenging questions, just let me know. For example, Salim, Mr. Qasim, I want to practice more challenging questions. I can send you some SASMO past questions, okay? If you are really serious in this, you have to practice yourself more and more and come to this class with questions, okay? I will just send one paper and finish that. For example, Salim, for example, I need paper. I will send you 1 year paper. Finish this, Mr. Qasim, I finish it. Okay, let me see. I will see this. And after that, I will give you new paper, okay? If you don't practice, then I don't give you. Guys, thank you very much. Happy New Year. See you next year, next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, Salim, I will send it.